You know, if it was a story I was telling, but it's not. But if it was, I can tell the whole story just through my family. Now, my Aunt Helen, I've said it before, her father was a journalist. She lived in North Tarrytown. He took the train into the city. Then the train became too expensive, so he had to move the family into the city, into the Grand Concourse of the Bronx. That being said, now, when she was in North Tarrytown, because North Tarrytown and Tarrytown are divided, North Tarrytown has a high school and Tarrytown has a high school. In the future, when they become one, it's a divided community mental health. Tarrytown is like in White Plains with 7 other areas. And I believe North Tarrytown, now Sleepy Hollow, might be in Mount Pleasant or Peekskill. It is a divided mental health region, sharing now one high school. That's the law. So that would be like the wall going down in Germany. Any border country. International politics of television, George Quester. Not really, but oh, I wish it could have been. That would be funny. Now, because I'm looking for the Right to Write program led by Cecilia Kingston, using all of the schools, and yet this educated woman does not call St. Teresa's and Transfiguration parochial. God forbid. You can't make this up. No, she didn't call them parochial. So the archives will send me this digitized newspaper. I'm still looking for my softball days when I used to hit the ball and that all the other little kids run around the bases. When I go to high school, and really, those North Tarrytown girls, oh no, we don't pitch that way in Tarrytown. And maybe, I don't know, but my kids are tiny. I don't even know how to go fast. I'm not going to say who was the referee because they might get mad, but I'm like, wow, he's looking at my ass. I think he lived in North Tarrytown, that's all. Friend Dr. Cox, a graduate of NYU Dental School, he's the boss. He will say, and when you're out, you run way past first base. I will go to Central Park in the future, and I say to the black guy, is that the official size? And he's laughing. Oh, come on now. All of the soap opera people playing their little softball games, you couldn't even tell that to the national audience. Instead, you had Candace Early, Donna Beck, Locust Street, Mumia Abu Jamal, Officer Faulkner, December 1981, Locust Street, Mr. Dilworth, fixing up the Pennsylvania Crime Commission, Locust Street, undercover cops to root out corruption on Locust Street. Well, anyway, that's real. Candace Early is fake. That's All My Children, Agnes Nixon. Candace Early is like the original Sandy in Grease. Look at me, I'm Sandra Dee. Not one time did she ever say it. They throw out the word typecast all the time. Well, Andy Griffith was not typecast in A Face in the Crowd. Anyway, back to my aunt and this digitized newspaper. No, you can put my name in there. It's not there. Oh, maybe for the breakfast program where we were initiating the breakfast program that would come into reality after we graduated. Not the Breakfast Club. That's separate. And that nameless basketball game, they threw a rock at the Scarsdale bus. And a very famous name, not only in history, but education history for New York. They threw the rock. And we had to replay a game for Scarsdale, not the high school, the junior high school. It doesn't matter. So check this out. This aunt of mine, Mr. Gannett, you understand, Gannett USA Today. He used to offer, and I believe it was like $25. You write. He gives you a topic, you write, and you win. She won 3 times. She will never really say anything about my backyard. Oh, no. Yeah, they're all evil. 2nd grade teachers, every one of my aunts. The one that invited me up to her house to see The Wizard of Oz in color. Oh, boy. What toys they had. All educational. But who cannot look at a light bright after you take a couple of computer classes and not say that that is the big screen that you see in these stadiums? That's a light bright. Didn't you have a light bright? LED? It doesn't matter. So she won like 3 times. She won the little Gannett prize. Well, what's it called again? It's on Tongway. The hippie store. You know, the co-op, the food co-op. So now they've taken me to the food co-op because, you know, you can work there. Yeah, how long do I have to work to eat those Brazilian nuts? The Brazilian nuts have come into Kinko's, and he doesn't share. No, I'd have to work way too long for those Brazilian nuts in your food co-op. But anyway, I'm in line and there's a magazine. Oh, I know what happened to these ladies. They wanted to be poets. And you could be a poet and win some money. Not even more than Gannett, I don't think. And that was like 1930. The only thing is you have to change your gender orientation. So now they're in the Bronx. Fast forward, she has 3 boys. All 3 boys go to the Bronx High School of Science. Now, I think it's competitive. So when these New Yorkers say, oh, the Manhattanites, that they don't believe in competition, that they don't believe in statues, that's a lie. Kindergarten is a competitive. They all want to get into that school, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is funny because this Gary Marshall and Neil Simon. So now those people from Manhattan whose parents can't afford to send them to those fancy private schools and they're smart enough to get into the Bronx High School of Science, I think they have to take a subway. I think anybody in the FAME school, performing arts, you take the subway. And I think those people, even from Brooklyn, to get to the Bronx High School of Science, you have to take a lot of subways. Maybe it's faster if you get like on an express bus. I hope so. But I think basically, well, maybe they just got on a local bus to the Bronx High School of Science. So when these people from the Bronx, have you ever heard somebody from the Bronx say, I could have walked to the Bronx High School of Science? Oh, I don't care at this point. So one of these cousins of mine, he becomes a social worker. He graduates from West Virginia she shows us a picture. He's in Washington, D.C. It's the 70s. He doesn't have a shirt on. And his hair is so long. I don't say anything. You let him have long hair and no shirt in the nation's capital. He went with the Indians in Arizona. His brother, he's into, I'll just say, air quality. Like something with like minuscule. Oh, you know what? He would love to be in New York City right now with this Legionnaires problem. Yeah, that's like particles. Oh, I'm sure he would be like, yeah, I think he's in Emiratus. Oh, I know where he is, but I'm not going to say. Yeah, she belongs to us. We never thought she had it in her because we didn't tell her anything. And the other one, oh, he created banking computer programs. Oh, he was probably the smartest. He learned all his foreign languages from records. So not only did they have in the Grand Concourse a sunken living room, oh my God, you could have a small orchestra for your people. Well, what happened there was they were going to go condo. Well, she was a teacher, he was a maitre d', I think a tavern on the green, and they couldn't afford it. So they had to move further down, further. Oh, it was a much better location in my opinion, but no more sunken living room. But the kids are all grown. Who wants to tap dance? Now they're by Tracy Towers, right around the corner from the Botanical Gardens. Okay, yeah, that's about it. Oh, and like, why wouldn't Regis want to go to the Woodlawn Cemetery? That's where they are. And like my uncle, you can just pull them out. They, well, he's at Notre Dame, but he could have been pulled out. You don't have to be in the ground if you don't, just pull yourself out.